Heavenly Father, up above.
If you don't get this shit right, I'm gonna fucking kick your ass.
Or go to hell where you belong, you son of a bitch.
Let's go! Go! I can't wash the dishes right now.
Do you want some money? Luckily, I got a game for you that's way too messy.
You look oily as fuck, bitch, take a shower.
But don't get too chummy, cause you ain't the only contendee who loves money. The winner of I Love Money will walk away with some illustrious prizes such as a coveted spot in the DH1 Hall of Fame and a cash prize of up to $100,000. Results may vary. So what are we waiting for? Let's bounce some checks.
Hello. Welcome to I Love Money Spare Change. My name is Jennifer, and I'm here with Isaiah today. Do you want to introduce yourself while I...
Yeah, sure. Know what's going on. My name is Isaiah. I'm on production. I've played this game, I think, 3 times now, which is a problem. And I am here as Jennifer's special guest. This is Jennifer's show. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to compliment you. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for having me. This is going to be a fun one.
Yeah, it is. I'm excited to have you here. You know, we haven't talked face to face in a little bit now. And I played I Love Money a few times, but I've had more success with the minis and spin-offs than the actual full season, you know.
You're the trick-or-treat winner.
I am. And guess what, Isaiah? That's a part of the Hall of Fame. So, okay. So, first, I guess we want to start off here. We have our most recently eliminated house guest. Is that what we call it? House guest?
Yeah, we can call them that.
Okay. Okay, and we have Tina here. I'm just assuming she'll appear out of nowhere. I believe.
Oh, Tina... she lagged out. She'll be back in. She'll be back in.
Okay, cool. So I guess then while we're waiting for her, we can move on to. Oh, here she is.
I am.
And your camera is a little sideways. Try and turn. Perfect. Yeah, she's gone.
Great start.
It is, you know, it's the things. It's normal. It's going to happen. Okay, I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so we'll try and talk about something else until she just appears again.
Okay.
So we've had, I guess, 5 episodes so far, and we've had also a lot of drama with house guests being expelled, and, you know, there's a lot going on with that. So, Isaiah, in general, if you had to pick 3 adjectives so far to describe this season, what 3 would you pick?
Okay, so obviously, you know, I'm going to refrain. Hi, Tina. I'll refrain from certain words, obviously, because I'm not, as a viewer, I feel like the adjectives I would use is messy. I would use chaotic, and I will also use safe. I think that obviously the messy elements, there's some fights going on and off stream, which I think is very interesting. Chaotic, I'll say, you know, 2 quits in one day is kind of wild, or expulsions, whatever you want to call them, you know what I'm saying? And then I'll definitely say safe, because I do think some of these players are playing safe right now, but you know, that's just from an outsider's perspective, but
they are. And, you know, hopefully they'll get started soon. Let's try and get Tina in here while she's here. Yeah, because don't know when she's going to log out. Hey, Tina, maybe if the video is too much for your bandwidth, maybe we can just switch it to audio only so that we can at least get you on here. Oh, there.
Okay.
That's
here now. I gave up on my laptop. I'm just going to do it cellular. So
Hey,
sorry about that.
phone is super reliable even with this kind of stuff. So, all right. So we do want to start off with you since you're the most recent evictee. How are you feeling right now, or since you got evicted from the game last night?
Pretty goddamn betrayed, if you want my honest opinion. Those bitches turned on me, and I'm feeling pretty twerked right now, to be honest.
Okay. And so specifically, who turned on you? Your team in general, because you were that team captain, right? You picked all of them.
Yeah, I did. I handpicked all these people to be my backup squad, right? So, first I pick KG, who spontaneously combusted and let the team down. And then Miles scooted out the door right behind him. So I'm like, okay, you know what? We can rebound from this, right? So I really had a lot of faith in Giraffes and Javaris. And Javaris, especially, he was my man. We were on Exile together. We swore we would always have each other's backs. And Giraffes, I mean, when I was going through the schoolyard pick with them, I saw them like gesturing and they were going to break down into tears. And I was like, I cannot have a hard heart and pass them by, right? So I got to pick them, right? And first thing they do is fucking throw me under the bus. So, and Javaris, when I sent him my clips for the video, I said, is this enough? What else do you need? And he assured me everything was okay. And first chance he gets, he says the hardest person to edit into the video was Giraffes and Tina. I'm like, really, motherfucker? You're going to throw me under the bus like this? Really? Oh, fuck you and the horse you rode in on.
Goddamn.
So now with that, because you were in the bottom with Giraffes, and then Lucy threw herself in because she had that disadvantage. First off, what did you think about Lucy putting herself in? Did that kind of tell you something about the dynamic of the game? What were you thinking about that?
No, not at all, because Lucy is a gentle soul. Okay, so she got this disadvantage that she so luckily won during the auction, and I knew it was giving her a lot of like angst and it was making her anxious. So she's like, let's get it over with sooner rather than later. So I didn't have any like ulterior motive vibes from her or anything that she was doing it at this point. She was just like, let's just get this fucker over with. So I thought my team would stand behind me and stand up for me and possibly take her out instead of me. Or perhaps let's take out Giraffes. It was their idea for this whole motherfucking video that made no sense whatsoever.
Yeah. Why, at the end of the day, why do you think you are the one who left over Giraffes?
Apparently, Giraffes had some sort of alliance with Johnny that he felt that as a man, he had to stand up to his word, which I totally respect. But nobody threw any shade on Javaris, who edited this video. I sent him a shit ton of footage, and he gave me like 15 fucking seconds. I did the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He didn't include any of that.
Do you think he did that on purpose?
I don't know. I know I'm not a sexy bitch. I am no Jess. I'm no Lucy. I'm no, I'm not.
Be confident in yourself. You look great. Don't.
No.
Okay,
no.
in Javaris's eyes, I'm not a sexy bitch. So, he chose to edit the video the way he did, and everybody was highlighted. I mean, even Giraffes had their own big section in the video, and I was only like skimmed over. He didn't use even a fraction of what I sent him.
Now, I will say this, Tina. I will say this from an outsider's perspective. Um, like as a judge, right? I will say that when we did do our deliberation, we actually voted your team as the best edited. So I don't necessarily think the editing was the problem. I do want to
Okay.
ask you, because I do think this is the biggest issue. One person had a disadvantage that they're automatically in the bottom, and then obviously someone else was just like already automatically in because of the captain.
Giraffes, because he was
Drafts.
they were the team.
Right. Right.
You, in my opinion, and you can speak about this from an outsider's perspective, I didn't think you were going to get voted in at all, but you volunteered to go into the bottom. So
I just,
that.
you know, in okay, maybe I'm old school or whatever, but I really thought by putting myself in a vulnerable position that my team would back me up, because I didn't want my team to get to the point where we were calling each other out and saying stupid shit and pointing fingers at each other, that they would respect that, and they didn't.
That is a respectable thing to do. But definitely what I've seen in I Love Money is the person who volunteers themselves more often than not does go home. And I sent someone home one time who volunteered themselves and they thought they were super safe with me.
Yeah.
So it
Because-
it is like a noble and, you know, super honest thing to do, but these people, they're gonna
Right.
kind of
And in retrospect, I would never do that again. I've been in other games in that position before, where you kind of put yourself on the block to be a pawn for your team, and they respect that and they give you another chance. This game, I didn't realize what the implications would be. I've never played a game that is this cutthroat and emotional, and
yeah.
you know,
the thing about this game, right? It's like these other Big Brother Survivor games, like people are so used to like playing behind the scenes and like hiding their hands. This is like a very upfront game where like everyone's votes are public, you know. So like it kind of
oh yeah.
makes like this whole drama factor, right? Because everyone's up front. So I was gonna say, and this is a question to you: if you didn't volunteer yourself to go up, do you think that there was any chance or inkling that you would even been put in the bottom?
I don't think I would have been. I don't think I would have been, because I did do well in other challenges. I won the talent show. I was right on top in the trivia challenge, even though, you know, that one didn't get publicized or whatever, but I didn't think I would be, but I didn't want my team to be at a point where everybody's butting heads and pointing fingers. So
Yeah. No, I totally, honestly, like, I understand why you did what you did. It's just unfortunate for a game move. It's not the best, but it shows, like, as a person, you know, I think that's pretty cool that you still
yeah.
did.
I mean, my first org games I played were with Phil Gourlay. Shout out to Real Fun. All right. And that was just a much gentler, more genteel type of gaming. You know what I mean? Right? It was, I mean, and trust me, I made my blood enemies there, and it was cutthroat at times, but when you made a grand gesture like throwing yourself on the sword for your team, it was recognized and you weren't eliminated because of that. So, you know, I thought by making that gesture, the team would see that I was really dedicated to them and I wanted us to be successful as a group, and fucking bit me in the ass, man.
I mean, granted, I will say it's not necessarily a bad plan, right? To like volunteer yourself, because I will say Sharonica, for example, she's one of the best players to ever play this game, right? She is infamous for like volunteering to go into the bottom, but the difference, and I think this is where your error was, She volunteers herself to go into the bottom when she knows for a fact that that paymaster isn't going to eliminate her because like she trusts that person. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, see,
But
and
go
I
ahead.
thought I trusted Johnny. I really
Got
thought
it.
I did. So when I'm like, I fucking volunteer as tribute, I thought Johnny had my back. And
Yeah.
fucker did not, because he had some sort of secret thing going with giraffes.
Yeah,
And
well,
I'm so disappointed in giraffes. I can't even express how
Oh.
disappointed I am in giraffes.
it seems
You
like
know,
the common theme here with your eviction is that your connections were not as strong with people as you thought. I do
Yep.
have a question,
Yes.
because this was a big situation that really affected your team. Okay, so when Miles and KG got expelled from the game, it left your team with with very small numbers. Your smallest team by far,
Mhm.
and do you think that that was an advantage or a disadvantage to your team going into this lip sync competition?
Oh my God, it was a total disadvantage. I mean, we went into it kind of demoralized, if you want my opinion. Other people on the team might say, oh yeah, we were fine. It was no big deal. No, it fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Because now all of a sudden we have to go into this with 2 less people. We have that many less ideas. We let giraffes take the helm, and it was
And those were strong players too.
exactly. I mean, Miles won the trivia competition. He was a strong player, and KG, for all his emotional crap he had going on, was a very personable and awesome guy. And I don't care what anybody says. I really liked him a lot. So it was a huge disadvantage for us to lose both of them in 1 week over stupid shit. It's just stupid.
And let that be a lesson to everyone else in this game. Wait to respond. I don't even like, I've definitely been the emotional player, okay?
Right.
But
Right. It's
if there's
I
anything
mean, and
now,
here's the thing. Here's what you could do. Okay, somebody pushes your fucking buttons, type your response out, get all your shit out of your system, draw it out of your gut, get really pissed off, do not push enter. You wait, calm the fuck down, reread what you wrote, and then decide if you really want to send it or not. You've got to take a step back. This is a game. It's not an emotional warfare thing. You've got to step back and really think about what you're saying. Is this going to hurt somebody? Is this going to affect somebody else's game? Is this going to affect my game? You've got to take a step back, chill, and then really think about what you want to send.
right. Yeah, I use that strategy a lot, even with my boyfriend. Like at night, I'm like, I'm so mad about this random ass
hell?
thing. And I like
Right.
type it all out, right? And then like I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I'm good. I'm glad I didn't send that, you know?
Oh, exactly. You always never send anything in the heat of the moment, and I saw it. I mean, when Cody and KG were going at it, I'm like, geez, dude, you gotta step back. And I don't know if you guys were in any of the call that I had with KG where I'm like, you gotta stop letting him push your buttons. You gotta come out the bigger man. You gotta rise above this. And he couldn't do it. He
Yeah.
couldn't. Yeah.
Just a couple more things to wrap this up before we talk about the rest of the season that's happened so far. Now that you're out of the game, who was responsible for your team losing and being in that position that you were at the bottom? Who was responsible?
Giraffes.
Okay.
Yep. It was their vision as to what our video was supposed to be. And I always kind of question it because I'm like, this makes no fucking sense. If we would have just did our video to the song like the other teams did, perhaps we wouldn't have, ended up where we were. The costumes and everything. I mean, like Jess rocked. No doubt about it. Jess rocked in her anime costume and everything, but me dressed up as little Red Riding Hood and throwing bread at some unseen opposer. I'm like, what the fuck is this, right? So, but you go along with your captain's vision. And I mean, Javaris, for all his editing, whatever, he was awesome. And that booty shake, you can't deny that, right? But I think the blame totally falls on Giraffe's shoulders.
All right. And then I have one last question. Isaiah, is there anything that you want to ask before I ask my final question?
No, you can go ahead.
Okay. So this is your first time playing I Love Money. What is your takeaway from playing this game, from this season? What are you taking away from this?
I need to be a little bit more cold-hearted and a little bit more self-centered. This is a lot different than other games, other orgs that I've played, and I need to be more of a bitch, I guess. My kind-heartedness, is that a word?
It is. I say it.
My willingness to put myself out there and sacrifice myself totally did me in. I expected that kindness in return, and bitches didn't give it to me.
And it may have turned out differently if Miles and KG had still been there. But it was a joy watching you. You're like a breath of fresh air.
I do.
You really are.
Oh, I would do this again in a heartbeat, but I would come in with a totally different demeanor. 100%.
You know, Tina, if you could say one last thing to any of the people in the cast, what would you say?
You know what? Sometimes sex doesn't sell. Shaking your ass and showing your tits isn't always the end all be all. Sometimes just take a look at what people that are going outside of their comfort zone are really doing, and appreciate people for who they are and how much they are putting themselves out there to be part of this game, because a big ass doesn't always show a big heart.
Okay.
Amen. Absolutely. Well, hey, thank you for coming on, Tina, and we look forward to seeing you around here in the I Love Money community.
I hope so.
All right, cool. All right.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Well, damn.
I'm okay, sorry. I just dropped like all my crap. I'm like, bye.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
All right, so Isaiah.
What's up?
Let me get out my notes here.
Okay. Let's get it rocking.
All right, so in my notes, the first episode, Tina was put in exile.
Okay.
She was chosen by the majority to go into exile. And she is the first, I'm going to call legit exit, because we had Abrajit, I think that's his name. And he left, but he was barely participating. So it seems like maybe right off the jump, she didn't connect with the cast as much.
Okay. And so sorry. You're talking about Tina?
I am talking about Tina. You're
okay.
Good.
I mean, so I'm gonna obviously speak about this as casual as possible. I'm gonna speak about it in a viewer perspective, because I'm not going to dox or expose anything that's going on in the game. But yeah, from like an outsider's perspective, I mean, looking at the whole vault ceremony specifically, I felt like Tina actually wasn't going to get voted in at all. I was actually shocked that Tina even volunteered to go in. I said this earlier, but you don't volunteer to go in unless you're for sure. And I for some reason I just felt like they didn't talk enough, her and Johnny, maybe. That's hypothetically speaking, but obviously
that's how it appears. It seems like it would be that way. She's gone.
And I feel like even if a deal was made, if that groundwork was set earlier on, that she would have stayed, even if Giraffes and Johnny hypothetically did make a deal. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, I think Tina probably, even if she did speak to people, possibly didn't do enough work with Johnny to make him feel like, maybe I need to keep Tina, fuck this deal, and all that.
Right.
And obviously, it blew up in her face.
Right. So let's see here. So episode 2, we had the talent show. Tina won the talent show.
Yeah.
Like every episode, she had some kind of significance in the episode, whether she was exiled or she won the competition. Like, she had some kind of significance in each episode. Come on, camera, what are you doing there? Let's just hope
You'll be fine.
It comes back. It'll be good. Yeah. Okay. So we have, and then I have on the talent show, Tina wins the next episode where there's the first eviction.
Yeah.
There were 3 Abhijit goes home.
Yes.
And then there were 3 team captains.
Yeah.
And Tina was one of them.
Yeah.
So there's something about her having significance in every episode. And then how do you feel about the whole situation that surrounded Miles and KG leaving?
I mean, I feel like I can't talk about this part because they're out the game at this point. First of all, you see it down there. If you guys want to donate, please donate to the PayPal, the Venmo, or the Cash App. Every donation will be put towards the winning cash prize, and
I've
you can
donated quite a bit.
Okay, listen, I donated $5 one time, so I feel that, but definitely donate if you want to help out with the prize pool. But with the KG and Miles situation, now that was pretty wild. I wasn't around for most of it. I was there for the aftermath. I can talk about this because they're out the game. I'm not going to talk about who they allegedly were working with or anything. But the facts are, they spoke about results outside of the challenge, and it wasn't a good look. You feel me? So, the audio was played. KG didn't, him and production had a squabble. Miles, and he kind of went on like an apology tour telling everyone who wanted to leave. He was kind of like if you watch Big Brother Canada, kind of like held over head, like, oh guys, I think I'm gonna leave. Like,
I heard that comparison, but I have not watched Big Brother Canada season since they have no season.
Yeah, it was a mess, bro. I ain't gonna cap, but for me, if I want to quit, I'm just gonna quit. I don't need to tell 1,000 people I'm gonna quit. But to each their own. I ain't gonna drag. I don't know them like that. But if you're gonna quit, you're gonna quit. Just do it. You don't need to like read or try to drag someone on the way out. They both seem like cool people. Your cameras, but now they seem cool. But I feel like this game was not for Miles. I think he's used to playing more under the radar, and this was KG's first game, I believe. He just didn't. From my understanding, he knew he was breaking the rules, but he didn't know that the punishment was going to be that crazy. It's like, don't break the rules in general. You know what I'm saying? So to each their own. But I think he's going to be playing more games. Much love to him. I'm not going to drag either one of them, but it was for me. I didn't have to worry about the backlash, so I enjoyed myself. I was laughing in the shower when it was all going down. I have a unlisted video called KG versus Dylan that I watch pretty frequently right now.
Oh, I bet.
It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. Yeah, but it is what it is. It is what it is. They benefited to my entertainment, so that's a plus for me.
That is always a good thing.
Absolutely.
I don't know much about KG. Hope to see him around again. I know that, yes, emotions get the best of us many times, and it seems like that's what happened. Miles is a dear friend of mine, and so his mind is like insane. So
listen, Jennifer, I have a history of gaslighting people, and I'm used to people yelling at me in this game. I got someone last season to yell at me over talking about ants when they wanted me to fight them. So like I get it. I understand this game is high stress, but you know, famous words from Sharonica. You got to play the game. Don't let the game play you, and they definitely let the game play them. You feel me?
Yeah, and I
So
definitely think
yeah,
you know, I think they'll learn from it, and when they get into a game like this again,
yeah,
it will make them, you know, think
absolutely,
twice about the actions that
yeah,
they are presenting.
yeah.
So we went through that where they got expelled. We had the auction. People could win advantages or disadvantages. And then
Yeah.
last night was the lip sync, and Jake's team won. What was their song? What was their song?
I
I
couldn't
don't
tell
know.
you. I have to open.
All I know is they won.
Oh, Poker Face. They got Poker Face.
Okay, cool.
Miss
All right.
Gaga.
So yeah,
Yeah.
they won that. And so Johnny took out Tina eventually. Now, I have a question. Something that just stuck out to me
Okay.
is, do you think that Lucy, because I was listening to what Tina was saying when we talked to her, do you think Lucy was just like, I'm going to use this disadvantage the first time that I can? Because that's what Tina said. Or do you think that Lucy was like, all right, Johnny is not going to pick me. I'm using it now. And I don't know. I am speaking as like from a viewer perspective right now.
Okay.
Because I
can't speak on that because I'm on production. So I'm gonna reverse the question to you. How did you interpret it? Like how did you feel about it?
I just told you how I interpreted it.
No, but like get deeper into it. Get deeper into it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you think it was
saying?
yeah. Do you think it's one more side or the other? How do you feel about it?
Well, it just stuck out to me. I'm sure I think I even said something in the chat when this happened. You know how I like to talk on the YouTube chat.
Yeah, you like to talk shit.
And so I was like, wow, that to me as a viewer says, oh, you know that you're good with this person. And so at least that's how a good player would do that.
You would think so, right?
Yeah. I hope so. Like, I don't know. I'm speaking from a viewer perspective because there's
speaking
a lot
from a winner's perspective. You're
I
a winner.
am.
Yeah.
You're right. Thank you, Isaiah.
Are you? Of course.
I'm glad you acknowledge that and appreciate that. So tomorrow we have another elimination.
Okay.
Right? And we don't know what the challenge is.
No, we don't.
Is it going to be live, the challenge? Do you know that?
I cannot speak on that. But, I mean, I don't listen. This is public information, so I feel like I can speak on it. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like it's going to be a good episode tomorrow. You know, like, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know what the challenge is. I'm being instructed by my higher ups that I can't confirm.
I know. Listen,
but God,
I may know, but I'm speaking as if I know nothing.
And so what was the last challenge? What was the last challenge?
The last challenge was the lip sync.
Was lip sync? So that's technically like a creativity competitions judging. So theoretically, it's probably either mental or physical. I don't know for a fact. I could probably check it right now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. But I would assume it's one or the other. So, and if they haven't done it yet, I would assume it's live. But I've been wrong plenty of times. So I'm not going to assume anything.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
All right. Now, who do you think or 3 people who have the best chance of going home tomorrow? Who are your 3? I'm sorry, I don't have a graphic with names to face.
Jennifer, you're trying to get me in trouble because I can't talk about these things.
Why can't you? Oh,
I have backup. How about this? Can I rank something else about like
sure.
all right, I'm gonna rank who I find the most entertaining in this cast. How about that?
Okay, cool.
Because I know these answers, Jennifer. I can't spill the tea. I'm sure the cast will want that, but I can't do that. But who I find the most entertaining, okay? Let's see. I think I have to look at the cast actually. You know
I
what?
know. That's why I said I don't have a graphic for
You
you.
know
I'm
what? So
sorry.
I like Johnny because Johnny's puppet little thing in the poker and all that. That was, that was a moment. So I'm gonna give him that. I think Cody is hysterical because he's arguing with someone every 5 seconds. Like kind of like what the hell's going on there? And then who's the last person that wants? Let's see. You know, I'm becoming a Jess fan because the costumes are giving. So
Mm,
I like Jess as well. So I like those things. They tickle my fancy, if that's what we want to
nice.
call it.
Yeah, that's what we'll call it. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with all those, especially Cody is very entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
Now when I'm thinking about this, I realize I need the graphic too. Because even if you know all the names, it would still help to have that there.
Okay.
But yeah, I think I'm looking.
All right, how about this? Because you don't actually know. You answer the question that you asked me. Who do you think is probably going to bottom?
Um, well, now you've got me like thinking some type of way because I do kind of know.
Oh, then don't answer
And
that.
like, and so now I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have thought more into that before I asked that. So
You're
yeah,
okay.
we do have Cody versus KG. And do you know? Hold up.
You're fine. Go ahead. It'll adjust itself. You like
So
blurry
between
channels.
Cody and KG, I think I definitely missed however this all boiled up.
Yeah.
How did their tension between each other start? Their drama, their dislike of each other. How did it even start? I
I
genuinely
don't. I don't know. It was my birthday weekend,
that was right.
and I was sitting in the Cartoon Network hotel, enjoying a nice margarita, and then I opened the stream,
How
and
old did
then
you turn?
25, and I opened the
Oh,
stream.
happy late birthday.
Thank you. And I just see two grown men fighting, and I thought it was great. I thought it was amazing entertainment for me. I didn't know what the origin was, but I thought it was awesome. Someone called Cody a bully, I believe, and just blew up. You know what I'm saying? So that's the origin from what I believe, but I don't know all the tea. So
Hmm.
maybe that's something that we gotta, if whenever we do a Cody interview, that's the question to ask.
Will we be doing a Cody interview ever? Well, at some point we
We
will get
better.
through.
We gotta interview everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I realize I never knew where that actual drama started, and
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna have to look back at that. And do we know if was there something that happened between Cody and Jake? Yes, Dylan, play it, please.
He can do that.
Dylan can play. He's there. Okay, now that listen, I'm gonna turn my camera off and on.
Go
Like this
for it.
is, I'm slightly
Blurry Jen is a vibe. It's all right.
yeah, no,
All
it's
right.
not. No, it's not.
Oh god. Yo, what's going on, DH1 Network? I'm hijacking the stream for a little bit, but yeah, donate to ask any questions. If you guys have any questions in the chat, please donate to either $DH1 Network or the Venmo is Dylan-Andrews-18, or you can go to PayPal. Dylan does ends with a Z. Like I said, every single donation does go to the final cash pot. I believe we're a little bit over 500 right now. I could be wrong, but every cent counts. We're on a record pace to get a lot of money, which is fun. So definitely make sure you check that out. We got Jen back. She's not as blurry right now. Jen, you're muted, but you look clear right now. I can't hear you.
Hi.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thanks. Okay, so Dylan's about to play that video. So this will help us.
Okay.
And oh my gosh. And so you were watching Survivor and Big Brother Canada tonight?
Yeah,
Yes?
I did.
Oh, I heard. All I know is Josh got voted off as Survivor.
Yeah. Well, wait, you can't talk about that. Spoiler alert.
Oh!
I feel bad for anyone who was waiting to watch
he's my
the episode.
cousin. That's why
Really?
Yeah, that
Wow.
I watched that show. My mom just sent it in our family.
Not you spoiling the audience. I feel so bad for anyone. Our apologies,
no one's gonna come back now.
That's
They're
crazy.
all gonna be mad.
I can't believe-
Oh, people are gonna hate me. Like, what's
what a
new?
mess, Jen. What's going on?
I know.
You're doing a fantastic job hosting, though. Good job. So far.
I know. This is going great.
Good.
Thanks for seriously, Isaiah. Like, I was like, I need him here, and we are here.
So Jen, as a I Love Money champion, what is some advice you would give to the players in the I Love Money Game Over season right now?
You've got to be social and talk to people. You
Okay.
can't not talk to someone and think that that'll work itself out. You need to find a core group, a small core group that is going to be loyal and stick with that small group.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely not reacting emotionally in the moment, which is my biggest flaw. I am so emotional, and yeah, it's something that
But
as
you
time is
see,
going on.
this is also your self-awareness, and I think that's also a strength. So I feel like self-awareness is also something that is very important.
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah.
When ready, I really fast, Isaiah, because you still like you are great at these games, and I think that it would be cool to have you say some things that you think, just some tips, some pointers.
I haven't won anything in this org yet other than a mini.
Yeah, but you're still.
But I'm a flop. But so first of all, don't be me. You know what I'm saying? I do a little too much. I bite off more I can chew. Famous words from Dylan. So be comfortable with be in a good position. You don't need to control everything. I did a little too much. But I see Dylan has the video ready.
He does.
Yes, you did it. You did it, ho. You did it. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like, yeah, I saw your shit, bro. You got all these fucking fans out there. Boy, fuck you with you thick dick. Look, guess what? Jonathan, it's giving everything.
It's giving something, all right.
And Tina, what you giving, baby? Because you a bartender.
You know that they sell lemon drops in a can now?
But it takes all the joy out because you don't get to suck on the lemon with the sugar on it, you know?
I like to suck on things.
We know you know that.
Okay, so here you are. Just like do the shade fan. Just do that.
Asshole.
I know where the anonymous message came from.
What anonymous message? Because I haven't sent any messages.
Girl.
What girl? Because I don't have a vagina between my legs. Don't be disrespectful now.
What's your pronouns? What's your pronouns? What's your pronouns? What's your pronouns? He, him. He, him.
Okay.
He, him.
Like to suck on shit, like you said.
He, him. He, him.
So fuck you.
He, him. The fuck? He, him.
I know my presence. I know my presence intimidates you, baby. It's okay.
He, him. He,
Wait, what's
okay.
Hold on, where's the beat?
We're good. We're good. We're good over here.
I figure your presence. Yeah, we're always good, bruh.
We have $1. That's all Cody worth. Sorry, Cody.
You know that.
I love it,
I
Katie.
need to-
You so jealous. Why are you talking? Jealous.
Why are you talking? You're the type of gay. You're the type of gay that do the most, and that's why you got the mouth put on your ass. You probably disrespect.
Yes, you did it. Yes, you did it. You did it, ho. You did it. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Like again, I saw your shit, bro. You got all these fucking fans out there. Boy, fuck you with you thick dick. Look, guess what? Shots been fired. Boom, boom, boom.
You're 40 years old.
Weakness.
He's a hater.
Can you guys stop?
He's fucking old and
Everybody, wait, hold on. Everyone stop. We just received a $100 donation.
Oh! What the? Money!
This donation
is KG fans.
He's such a hater. He's a hater.
It was a $100 donation, and the donation was for Jarvis.
Okay. Okay. We have some real money in the prize now. Holy shit.
So anyway, KG and Cody, what were you saying?
Girl, you're so messy. You're so messy. She's messy as hell, girl.
Who said that? Who said that?
Tell me.
Of course you did. Of course you did. Stay quiet. You see that shit right there? That's crazy.
I'm just listening.
Bro, you trying to get me too.
What do you guys think about all these
Famous words
bounties?
from
Like, do
Mike
you guys have any
Boogie. We need to get
suspicions
these
of
people a
who
blindfold
maybe
because
put
they're in
them
the
out
dark.
there?
They're in the dark. No, that was
You know
ghetto.
what?
But you know,
I put
That was
what the
what? That was insane.
I like free money though. Free 100 is crazy though. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Shout
the
out to them.
$100. That's crazy.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, whoever that was, we're here. But that I still. How did I miss that? Oh, it was the night of the That was the pencil on the bottle cap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I tuned out after a certain point, and damn.
That's crazy. We missed a lot.
Yeah, but why did they pop off like that at each other? I still feel,
Some people don't rock with each other. You know what I'm saying? I've seen crazier things like Demonica, Brayden, seen Josh and Simon. I've seen a lot of crazier. I've seen crazier. It didn't get.
I'm
crazy.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure. But I haven't. I haven't. So that's very interesting. I would
You
like
and
to
Shamrock.
listen. Someone else, who was it? Debbie having her kids like on the camera, and I was like, after my stint with Shamrock, I will never have my kids on camera ever again. That
At least no one's talking trash to her kids. At least that was crazy.
Yeah, but give it a matter of time.
Yo, did you see? I saw he talked trash about me. I see your spirit, Shamrock. I saw what you said, but it's okay. Listen, bro. But no, Debbie's son is he's something. He's funny. He's funny.
Yeah,
he called her a Debbie Downer.
What?
He called her a Debbie Downer.
Damn. Her son?
Yeah.
Damn. Like, that's a lot. Wow. Okay. I feel like around my kids, I'm literally the most upbeat version of myself that I can ever be.
As you should.
But yeah, when Shamrock, what did he do? He was like, well, I would tell them that your mom's a bitch. Like, I think that's what he said.
Yeah, and you said that my daughter's right here. He said, all right, well, tell her that your mom's a bitch.
Yeah.
Crazy. But, you know what I'm saying?
And then ever since then, I was like, cool. Not going down my daughters at that age. They had probably never even heard the word before at that age. But now, so I'm keeping them away,
Yeah, I Love Money Jr. though. That's the season to bring him.
Oh my god, can you imagine? There is going to be a season if we keep this going long enough where the kids play. That would be
your
insane.
kids versus Debbie's kids.
Oh, My kids would win. Are you kidding me? Like that isn't even a no. My daughters would easily.
Okay. Yeah.
They would. They're amazing. Let's see here. Dylan, we've got another clip. What is it?
What's the clip?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Clip. Oh, okay.
Jake versus Cody. All right, let's
That
go.
was last night. Yeah, Cody told Jake that he wasn't important. That was wild.
What? See, I tune out too early. I need to stay until the end.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Cody has had a lot of power positions in this game.
Cody told Jake.
I'm sorry, Jake. Jake has had a lot of power positions in this game that initially, just when you first see the cast and how they interact, I never expected him to.
I cannot confirm or deny this.
What do you mean? No, I mean like as far as like winning competitions. Like,
how many comps does he win? I haven't paid attention to that.
And then like, well, he won the one with the pencil with the bottle cap.
Okay.
We're ready, Dylan.
The same way. And so I want to make sure I say your name correctly. So you said you're Javarish, right?
That's correct.
So I want to make sure that I say your name and I speak it professionally and correctly because you are important and you deserve to be known as a name.
Then why don't you call me by my name?
Because you're not important.
So what was this? Be kind to everybody. That's not nice.
But you're not kind to people.
What did I do? What did I do?
You're relying on people.
What did I do?
That's the sad thing about it. That's the sad thing about it. Hey, Daniel Ryan, go ahead and say what you need to say. I will not talk over you because at this point you need to say what you need to say. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like you're kind to everyone because you made up lies and like
I did not.
You did it because of game. And I would say Alexis has her hand up, and I really want to hear from someone other than me and you.
Okay.
What the hell did the chips come from, Jack? Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. You said your name is not important.
So we're talking about viewer stuff because I'm from the viewer perspective. Like I'm in on the other stuff, but I don't really like look a lot. Okay, so has Jake lied to Cody and given him a reason and given Cody a reason to react that way? Like this whole Daniel Ryan stuff, like it's a lot.
I don't know. I genuinely, I don't know the backstory to it. I was in the vault ceremony because I judged for the lip sync last night.
I saw that.
And I peeped on the live, and then thank you. And I looked on the live, and all this, boom. So that was going on. I don't know what the lead up was. I didn't really know what they were talking about. But look, I like a good little scramble.
Wait, are they on the same team?
I do, because I know they just switched. Some people just got merged into a different team, so I'll have to fact check. I'm not 100% sure. I think they're both safe though, so I doubt it. But
well, yeah,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
They're on separate teams. Last episode, they dissolved Tina's team.
Yeah.
Because she had said the two people got expelled, and then she left. Like her team is like, oh my gosh. So let's see here. Her team dissolved into the other two. Let's see here. Cody. So at first, each team captain could pick one person from Tina's team to bring in.
Okay.
Cody picked Janae to bring into his team.
Yeah.
Team Gucci.
Okay.
And drafts was picked by Johnny to the Jaconators with Cheese, which tells me they are on opposite teams, Jaconators with Cheese, and then Cody was the captain, so he picked Janae.
Right.
And then we were left with dealing with the wheel for the last two people, and that was Jess H and Javaris. And the wheel spun, and it sent Jess H to the Jaconators with cheese, which I love the name. I think that's great. And then Javaris obviously got sent to the other team, Team Gucci. Wait, what did that say?
It said, I mean, it's from Caroline Crow. She says,
I love Caroline. She's a great human.
It says, I mean, I don't think that Jake is full of himself. I think he's playing mind games and it's working. So that's Caroline's assumption. We also see a comment from Cheryl. She has a different opinion that says Jake is full of himself. Who names their team after themselves. Listen, there's Team Tina. Team Tina is also
Tina,
existing.
you're right.
You know so,
it's almost the easiest thing, right?
Yeah.
If you're not a creative person, that may. But I just think Jake is having a big part of, I feel like a lot of things that are happening in this game. And it's really interesting. I mean, the way he held on in the endurance comp with the bottle cap and the pencil. I mean, that was cool. There is no breaking him. I feel like he could have gone for 12 hours. He was so sturdy and he was good to go. But so we have another episode, another eviction tomorrow. We're going to see the competition, and damn, I wish we had a graphic of who's on what team so that I could say, hey, if this team loses, who do you think is gone? If this team loses, who do you think is gone? We don't have that. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. And what time is the show tomorrow? Do you have someone like off on the like right there that you're like speaking to?
No.
Right there.
Other than my cell phone, no. But usually they do the lives. What time are the lives usually? They're usually
around 8 Eastern, right?
Yes. And actually, we do have a graphic. I see Dylan's getting it ready so you can see.
Because this would be great to end off on.
Yeah.
Who you think is like in danger from each team?
Okay.
Whenever, because
who do I think is in danger from each team?
Yeah.
I can actually answer this because I don't know the answer to that.
Like when you as a viewer are viewing
exactly
the episode.
Yeah, I can answer this one because I haven't been paying attention to Skype today, so I don't know
Me either.
any of the Skype tea, so I can answer this
like
from a
we're
viewer.
like both ever since I would say
last thing I saw was a Zoom last night.
And I didn't even stay as long as you did. So we're on the same page.
Okay.
Like we're good. We're going in this line and we'll get this graphic. And when we pick that'll send us
I'll be the end. Awesome.
Isaiah, while we're waiting for this, thank you. Thank you for
course.
coming on. And I hope you join me again.
Whenever you need me, just hit my DM and I'll come on for you.
Yeah, you're a good vibe. And we need to talk more though, actually.
Dylan, if you're trying to upload it, go on the overlays, not the videos. Go on the overlays, and you should be able to upload it there. But who's the next guest that you got playing, Jen?
That is TBD.
Okay.
Well, I'll let you know.
I will definitely be in Cedar.
While we're waiting for this, what's new in your life? What's going on?
Well, you
work at the hospital.
No, I am working at Coca-Cola right now, which is pretty fun. And real quick, yeah, it's definitely overlays doing. So look at the overlays tab. But while I'm here, if you are interested in anything I'm doing, you can find me at 8 Ball Bangers on all social media platforms. You can find me podcasting on Rob Has a Podcast, the Propanes Podcast, and my own podcast
Ask
network.
what's his face why I'm banned from his Discord.
And then you can also find me podcasting on my own channel, Silent Podcast, and yeah, that's it. And
Yeah, you do a lot of. You're good at what you do, like for sure. That's why I was like, I need to have him on here.
Dylan has to upgrade, so we're going to do this the corny way, just for time's sake.
All right.
I'm going to pull it up on my phone, and then you can just look at it from there. How about that?
That'll work.
So, oh, never mind. He got it.
Oh, he got it. All right. So this is, what team is this? Is Team Jake? Wait.
Yes. Jake, the Jake one. Yes.
All right. So if Jake, I mean, do you want to go first and then me go, or do you want me to go first? And then
Sure.
you go?
Based off of just assumption, I have an answer for both of them. It's very easy, and I don't know if it's true or not. Obviously, this is from a viewer's perspective. Assuming that I don't know anything, I would assume as a viewer, since Jake got into the fight, maybe Jake. Or if you want to go with who was the paymaster last time, you could say, hey, there goes Johnny. Or if you want to say like who was the weakest link at the challenge, you could say maybe Colin. So maybe one of those three as a viewer.
Yes. And like you said, we both are speaking from viewer perspectives because we haven't paid attention a whole lot today. I think in this team, well, Jake and Colin seem close. Do we know who is the team captain right now?
I do not know.
Okay. So I would say Colin, but Jake and Colin appear to me to be close, but I'm unsure. I don't know. And then maybe Jessica, Jess H, just because she joined the team late, but she may not have those connections, and they would find it easy to get rid of her. So actually, I'm going to say her.
Okay.
I think that she may be the one to go from that team. All right, next team.
Okay. Let's see the other team, Dylan.
Listen,
Cast, by the way.
We're on like slow mode right now.
There you go.
But he is so much like I can only imagine all the chats that are going on right now. And I keep on being blurry. This is kind of ridiculous.
Listen, my camera does all the time. It's okay. And then the next team is this one.
All right, so go.
Based off of the streams, Cody's been getting into a lot of fights, so that's a possibility there. I also remember them bringing up something about Shelby and Debbie having something. I don't know if that's still relevant or not, but that's also a possibility with Shelby. And that's it. I don't really. And then, yeah, I think that's it for I think that's it. Maybe if I had to assume, maybe Javarius, because Tina threw Javarius under the bus a lot tonight.
That's right.
I don't know if this video is going to affect anything or not, but maybe Tina's words might affect the game somehow. Who knows?
Of this team, I'm gonna go with Shelby, who I think could be gone from this team. You know, I would want to say Cheyenne because she's a newer one, but she seems to have like found her place pretty well in this game with winning like right off the bat. You know, her first thing she won, or was in the top 2. So so I don't want to say her. Yeah, I can see Shelby and Cody. Just it depends if people want that drama factor or not. And I'm gonna guess people in the game don't like the drama factor. I don't know. So I'll say Shelby or Cody.
Okay.
And then
I think that's what picks. Oh, what's your last one?
No, I was saying, and then the last. Wait, are those only 2 teams?
Yes.
Oh,
one of the teams got
really?
disbanded into 2 teams. Yeah.
That's right. Okay. So yeah, I think that those are who we have. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I think it's going to be a interesting night, and we will be back again next Wednesday around the same time. And yeah, I'm looking forward to our Thursday night episode to see who wins, who loses, who's in danger, and the drama that ensues. Because this cast, they like their drama.
Listen, I like your after show podcast name. I Love Money, Spare Change. Your intro or outro should be, I love money. Get some sense. It's like, let me stop funny.
All right, there you go. You said it. You said it. I love money. Get some sense.
Get some sense.
All right.
Okay? Spare change.
Thanks y'all for tuning in. Have a fantastic night, and we will see you next Wednesday.
And I will say, I think Dylan is finishing up with something. But oh boy,
cool.
We're done. Cool. If he doesn't answer like 5 seconds, we're just gonna turn our cameras off.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna mute, turn cameras off. That's how it's gonna go. All right. All right, Isaiah. I think we should do that. Like.
All right. Have a good one.
Thanks, Isaiah. Have a good night.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.